I spent thousands of euros on a personal fitness trainer so that you don't have to. Imagine having your own personal assistant who calculates your macros for you, who calculates your protein goal, builds your meal plan, and also tracks how many calories you are putting in and builds your customized workouts all in one without spending a single dime. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 7 steps in which you can train ChatGPT to be your personal assistant and your nutritionist. This guide is going to be fit to your needs towards your fitness goals, taking into account your body weight and your height. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Umama, a consultant turned entrepreneur based in Paris, and on this channel we talk about how to be successful in both worlds. By the way, if you're interested, you can download my daily mindset management system in the description for completely free. This is the system that I use to manage my day-to-day tasks. I really hope it is helpful for you. Before starting any fitness program, you need to understand calories in versus calories out. If you need to lose weight, you need to create a deficit between the calories you need versus the calories you consume. And if you want to gain weight, you need to have a surplus between the calories you actually consume versus the calories you need. So what ChatGPT can do for you is based on your activity levels, age, height, and your current weight, it can calculate your current body needs. So without doing any activity, what is the number of calories that you require versus your activity level? So what is the base number that you need? Once we create this deficit or this surplus, you are able to lose weight or gain weight. For the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to use a dummy weight so that you know how this works. So I gave ChatGPT this prompt. Can you calculate my daily calorie requirement for losing fat based on my stats? I'm female, 68.3 kg, 164 centimeter tall, moderately active with 3 days of gym and 3 days of walking. And then you see when you plug in the numbers and you plug in your height and your weight, you get ChatGPT's answers and he gives you the maintenance calories as well as your goal for losing weight. So plug in your desired weight. So in 12 weeks, if you want to go from 68 kg to 60 kg, then what is the deficit that you need to achieve that goal? Or if you want to go from 68 to 75 and gain some muscle mass, then what is your calorie needs? You can calculate it all with ChatGPT. The step is setting your protein target. So no matter what your goal is, whether it is weight loss or weight gain, it is really important to have your proteins in place. So what ChatGPT can do is calculate based on your body's weight, what is the gram of protein that you require. A gold standard is to consume 1.5 grams to 2 grams per body weight. And usually you will realize that our protein intake is not up to the optimum, which is why we are not able to sustain a good health. It's not only important in creating muscle mass, but also in losing weight, because otherwise what happens is that your body starts to lose and decompose your muscles. So to ensure that it is only consuming the fat inside your body, you need to ensure that your protein intake is to the optimum. So here I gave ChatGPT the prompt, how much protein do I need daily to preserve muscle and lose fat? In fitness terms, this is called body recomposition. My target weight is 60 kg, and we remember that the time duration is 12 weeks. So then the answer was aim for 1.6 gram to 2 grams of protein per kg of whole weight. That means between 96 gram and 120 gram of protein per day for your 60 kg target. Then you can also ask, what are the different sources that you can use? So for me, I use whey chocolate powder, I use eggs, and there is also protein in tofu. It'll also help you stay full, especially if you are in a calorie deficit. The third step, which is my favorite, is that you can design your meal based on what you love. If you want Indian inspired meals and you want to consume dal chawal, it will automatically adjust the quantity so that you feel full while you are still in your calorie deficit. And this is what I absolutely love. So you can make it Korean, Mediterranean, Arabic, any type of food that you like, you can adjust it with ChatGPT, which is why this is so dynamic. So for step 3, the prompt that I used was create a spicy, savory, high protein meal plan with 1300 to 1400 kilocal and 100 gram plus protein per day. I eat one meal in the evening and prefer simple grocery items. So then ChatGPT gave me the answer based on this. Here I want to mention that you should choose something which works for your body. So for me, OMAD really works. So OMAD is one meal a day, which is the concept created by Jason Fung, who wrote the book The Obesity Code. And in this, he really believes that if you don't spike your sugar level by giving your body small meals throughout the day, you are able to achieve body recomposition and weight loss very quickly. Step 4 is having a gym plan that actually works for you. So it depends totally on you if you want to go to the gym or if you want to move your body through basketball or through skipping or just by simple walk. So for the people who are just starting out in gym, they can give ChatGPT this prompt. So design a 3-day gym routine that uses progressive overload for 12 weeks. I am just starting again and want to build up in difficulty. So since you're just a beginner, you can adapt your prompt to match your fitness level. So then the ChatGPT gave me 1 to 4, it's more light weights and high reps. Then 5 to 8, you start to build an increased resistance. And from 9 to 12, you go to supersets and higher volume and higher intensity. So this routine actually works with you. For me, I hate cardio and I just love strength training. So this is what I try to do. And then cardio is like medicine. So I do 5 to 10 minutes of cardio when I go to the gym. I also want to mention that you can use Gymshark app, which also lets you record your progress over time. I love the Gymshark app because it also demonstrates the workouts that you're supposed to do, and it is built by professionals, so it is not just some random routine by ChatGPT. So Gymshark, highly recommended. Step 5 is how do you stay on track even on the low days? How do you ensure that you are still meeting your calorie targets and you're still on track with your fitness goals? And this is why I love ChatGPT so much. There are 2 ways to go about it. The first is you woke up and you had a really low mood and maybe you are craving chicken rice or tiramisu and you really don't know how to have it while staying in your calorie goals. The second is you really do not have any motivation to cook, you have limited resources in your pantry. How do you still make a meal which is low effort but high in protein? So for both of these things, you can use a prompt and you can adjust your calorie goals based on the mood you're having. So I gave ChatGPT this prompt. I had a long day and I'm not in the mood to cook. Can you give me a fast, high protein, low effort meal based on what I have in my kitchen? And since I have canned beans and canned tuna, it gave me a very fast meal. The same thing, if you feel like having a cheat meal, it will adjust the quantity based on your fitness goals. And this is why I love it so much, because it is dynamic. It works with your different moods, with your different hormonal changes, and with different cravings, which is why it is really easy to follow even on the hard days. 6th step is, okay, you made your meal plan. How do you turn it into a grocery list? Honestly, before ChatGPT, I used to sit in my consultant mode and I used to think, okay, so this is the meal that I want, this is what I have, this is what I don't have. And then I would try to use a scientific process to come up with a grocery list so that I'm still hitting my fitness goals. But now it's so simple. In the blink of an eye, you can ask ChatGPT to give you, based on the meals that you have, based on the stuff that you already have in the fridge, what is the grocery list. And it's so quick and it is super simple. So here you can see I use the prompt, make a grocery list for 3 days. Based on my meals, I already have tuna, pasta, rice, carrots, capsicum, zucchini. Fill in what I'm missing. So then it added all the ingredients that I need. Super fast, super efficient, super quick. I want to share a bonus tip. So before ChatGPT times, when I used to work with a fitness trainer, I had my weight. You can actually measure the food you're having. So I was only allowed 100 grams of rice or 150 grams of couscous. And literally, like, I am a scientist or working in a lab, I would measure it to the last detail to have 100 grams of rice. What I love with ChatGPT is you can turn these grams into tablespoons. So now it tells me just have 7 leveled tablespoons of rice and this is good. And literally, it is these little small things which help you save energy and save time when you are already exhausted by all the things that you did in the day. So you really are on autopilot and you can still meet your fitness goals. This brings us to the 7th step, which is meal modification without derailing progress. What you can do is some days maybe you feel like having 2 to 3 eggs or you feel like having bread. So the same meal, you can quickly modify it and still hit your fitness goals. The prompt that I used was, can I add 2 eggs and a paratha to my planned meal today and stay under my calorie and protein goals? What happened was I felt like having a paratha and 2 eggs, so I modified my meal based on that, gave ChatGPT the prompt. Then I got the answer that if I do XYZ, if I reduce the amount of my whey shake, I can still hit my goals. I also want to share another bonus tip. So before ChatGPT, I used to use this app called MyFitnessPal, where I would manually look for, okay, how many calories are in 1 banana, or how many calories are in 1 egg, or how many calories are in this specific brand of bread. And it was such a tiring process, but now you can just plug in, tell ChatGPT what you ate in the day, and it will tell you how many calories you consumed with your macros, with your proteins, and how much is left, which I think is so game-changing. So for today, here is a short summary of everything that we covered in this video. Really, there is no need to spend so many euros on fitness apps or fitness coaches anymore, because you can literally do everything with just one single click. I hope it was useful, and inshallah, I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.